think that that's one of the things too that begin to, when I've had a couple conversations with different people and just talking about the almost different eras that's existed, in Rockford music and the different eras that's existed in the culture here, and how important it is for to have an understanding of those eras, as more and more time pass. And I think I was talking to Fly Jones, and we was just talking about the fact that nobody really done broke through that glass ceiling. Nobody done, you sort of became the first rapper to, put the city on.
Yeah,
and
that's
it's
crazy.
been different people at different times where you can see like, oh, this is a blueprint that's being laid. We're like, okay, you're gonna have to be able to do these things. And I remember when you was when you and your group, y'all was doing videos, like I remember at that moment knowing, okay, you can't even get this. You got to get videos.
Yeah,
if you don't
for
got
real.
no videos, you're not gonna be able to get into the door doing these things.
For sure.
And I think that was a really important time for the culture, an important step for the culture to have artists who ventured into that mode of putting out music videos. And I don't think that numbers always means everything, and that should necessarily be the way you measure yourself as an artist, because you can put something out really good. The only way somebody knows it's really good is if they watch it. So you can't necessarily correlate how many people watch something with how good it is.
Yeah.
But one of the things that is sort of like a sign of somebody being on the right track is when people watching it, and you put out music videos where like it's numbers on this shit. I remember as y'all was putting out videos, like looking and seeing like, okay, niggas got 1 comma. Okay, it's six numbers on this shit. This shit got 20,000, 30,000.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
and the comments match the views, and the likes match the comments
My
and the
mama.
views.
All
like
authentic, for real.
this is authentic, this organic. This getting shared around. People fucking with this. And I think that again, like there's, even though nobody's broken through those glass ceilings, people have sort of laid those trails and blazed those trails so that when the time comes when somebody do, no matter who it is, we'll be able to look back and see like the way that the culture's grown. And so that sort of bring me to my next question. You've been in the culture and in the music scene for an extended period of time. What's some of the ways that you feel that the culture has evolved, in the city with music?
A lot of ways, man. You see a lot of different creators, man. But I think I don't know. It really is taking a new level, man. It's like you got to give new people grace too.
Yeah.
People be so stuck on like, man, but no, Gangsta Haj and la. But you got to think, bro. It's a new rapper, especially with all these streaming and data and all this stuff we doing right now, bro. Like, it's a new rapper every time you breathe.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, real work ethic got to be hidden, but at the same time, though, like you said, numbers really don't matter, bro. Like, on some real shit, like, I never really cared for the numbers. I never really understood promotion and getting behind something. I just put it out.
Right.
This is something I love to do.
And that's a luxury to be,
Yeah.
to be in a position where you could just be putting some shit out and it be doing
And
better.
people gravitate towards it. It's
people
crazy.
who putting promotion out who haven't had that same type of following that
Facts.
you got organically. So that's a privilege to be able to be in that position.
I took it as like always staying humble. Like I got to a point where like I kind of got a little big headed and I got besides myself, and it humbled me. And I realized like I don't care if I got 5 plays, I don't care if I got 500 plays, 500,000 plays. Like if I love a song, I'm gonna put it out and I'm gonna put my all behind it.
And I think that's a real sort of like a difficult sort of position to be in, to have so much success and to have some of those things early and to hit some of those, hindrances or hit some of those pitfalls. And I think one of the other things that happens too is you go through life, and even if you have the most success and you got, the biggest artist in the world, you still get older and you go through personal things that on one hand, it grows you and matures you as an artist, but it also, can slow down some of the momentum that you've had as an artist. So what's some of the ways that you feel like you've grown as a person, or you've went through things as a person outside of being an artist that then translated to maybe you becoming a better artist, or you becoming a more mature artist? And it don't necessarily have to be anything specific, but like any things that you feel comfortable speaking about or talking about that you feel like you've went through that personal process, that personal growth, and it led to some artistic growth.
I think back in like 2018, I had some legal issues, and I went to jail. And I don't know, a lot of people gravitated towards me when I was in there, like, "Hey, bro, don't you rap?" Woo, woo, woo. And I'm like, "Bro, I'm trying to fight a case right now. Like, you
Right.
blowing me right now, bro. Like,
Yeah.
fuck, like a nigga hungry. We sleeping on the floor. This shit crazy.
Talking about rap, right?
Like,
Yeah.
talking about rap is
Yeah.
wild." But after I got out, man, I just really like I sat up under Crispy a lot, and like, bro, like literally used to give me like 10-hour blocks.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, man, bro, like, there's people that's really genuinely fucking with my art, bro. Like, why not go to the next level? Why I gotta stay in this group? Like, and coming up, I had a lot of diss records. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So like sometimes I leave like a taste in people's mouth.
Right.
It's just kind of distasteful, but like
Yeah.
I feel like I grew from that. Like I
Yeah.
ain't gonna lie, like I got humbled just by life, by God, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just really want to take my music to the next level. And like a lot of people be like, damn, why this nigga doing this? This nigga just made a country song. Like, what the fuck he on? Like,
Right.
but that's my art, bro. Like, if you don't support my art, watch out. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, I don't care what nobody say. Like, this is my art, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you don't tell a painter, damn, why you put that cloud in there? You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Like,
Right.
that's their art, bro. Like, and you don't respect it, oh well. You
Yeah.
know?